friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and oh, happiest Monday. I have a magical mystery bead box waiting for me in my post box. I was so excited to get this. I think this is the June box. As you can see, all I did was open this, but I just had to share with you. So right away, I had to pour myself a glass of wine and get out my bead trays, and I got my scissors ready. And I am so ready to check this out. I'm so excited. One of my most favorite subscriptions ever, and I'm going to share it with you. So let's get going. First, I got to figure out how to open it. They do seal these very nicely. Oh, that one's sealed really good. Must be extra good stuff in here this month. I didn't even check out the sides. All right. Oh, wow. What? Oh my goodness. First of all, I see sushi. I love sushi. I love their cards. Stranded. Where in the world are your beads taking you? Stranded. Oh, it looks like it's stuff from around the globe. Let's check it out. So, what's inside? Oh, neat. Bead strand in Hawaiian Islands. Metal bead strand in World Cruise. Dakota stones. Oh, those are very nice beads. Dakota stones bead strand in Sunset Flight. 2 destination boho bead strands. 1 destination Tensha bead strand. Leather cord. And nautical antique brass chain and a finding set. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And oh my goodness. Oh, the stuff that I see. Let me pull this to the side here. And we'll get out our little bits and bobbles. Let's put our... I love the card. I always keep those. So right off the bat, this strand. This is the Tensha Rio, Brazil strand. Look at that. I love these Tensha beads. If you've ever been on their website, they have them in a variety of colors. I love they did a strand. These are gorgeous. Look at the iridescence. I mean, these look hand painted. They are really gorgeous beads. And I love they put just some crystals with the Aurora Borealis in there. And you got some spacer beads, it looks like. Really gorgeous. Oh, look at that little bead on the end. Neat. So, Rio, Brazil. Move this card. We'll put this up here. Next up is the Dakota Stones. I believe this is the Dakota Stones. Sunset Flight Dakota Stone. Gorgeous, gorgeous beads. Look at this. Oh man. You know, this looks a lot like our color thing we did yesterday. Uh-oh, my strand's broken. Ah. I wondered why that was loose. Hang on just a second. Since it's already kind of apart, let me just pull everything off of here. I wondered why that was loose. Now I see why. There's more beads. So we got some escapees, but that's okay. I think we got them all. So, as I was saying, this focal bead is the analogous colorway that we used yesterday. You can see there's rust in there, that red orange and the purples and the fuchsias. Is that something else? So we'll have to maybe pull in some of the beads. The bargain bead box, you know, kind of goes with this. And then beautiful boho beads. Love these. And as we were talking about color theory, gold and purple, gold is considered a yellow, And those are complementary colors. So that's why that gold looks so beautiful with that purple. And then we've got another pretty, I wonder if there's another round one in here somewhere. Probably there is. But really pretty, that stone in that round. Then we have a long bead in that round, in that same stone. Probably they're in there somewhere. I'll go dig them out in a little bit. Really pretty rounded square. Gorgeous, gorgeous beads. Dakota Stones makes really pretty beads. And then this is what they call English cut. And you're seeing that more and more. So very pretty. And then of course we've got spacers and little daisy spacers in with that strand. Gorgeous. Let's put this over here. Then we have, ooh, this one's heavy. World Cruise. So a lot of metal in this one. That's why it's so heavy, but what gorgeous beads. Let's look at these. So we've got a square with little designs, like a puffy square. Pretty spacer bead, a nice hammered, I love that hammered texture. And then a saucer spacer with really pretty dot design. Gorgeous metal bead. I love that they put some little hishis in between there. Another big hammered bead. Some more spacers. Another one of those square. Another hammered. So on and so forth. So very pretty. Very cool. World Cruise. That's nifty. Okay, put him back there for now. Oh my goodness. Jaipur, India. Look at this. Oh my word, that is so beautiful. I love these blush square cut beads. Look at that bead with the oval jewels in them. It looks like it came out of a palace in India, doesn't it? Gorgeous little rondelle in between there in kind of a peachy color. Beautiful, beautiful blush colored pearl. And look at this boho bead. Oh my gosh. And I love the very pale green. And this is another example of complementary colors, but very, very pastel green and red, basically. But then they did that pop of red right on the bead, which is neat. So now that we're doing color theory, you're going to notice things like this. And I will tell you that Jesse James beads, one of the reasons I love their strands and their mixes so much is because they do employ artists that put those together. So it's great to see what they've done. Look at this big whole bead. That is gorgeous. And I love these rose beads with the metal roses. Beautiful crystal bead. And then we got another set of all of those. Wow, those are so pretty. That is a gorgeous strand. Just beautiful. And I love the color combination. I love the subtlety of it, but it still has quite an appeal because you are dealing with opposites on the color wheel in a very subdued fashion. This is about as subdued as you can get. And there's a lot of gray in this green as well. So, something to think about. Beautiful, beautiful strand. Oh, wow. Every one of these strands, every time I'm gonna, okay. Hang on just one moment. I have to have a sip of wine for this one. Because you're gonna gasp. Look at this. Oh my stars. River Nile River, Egypt. Look at that deep blue and the gold right next to it. And then this enamel bead is stunning. It's got a tiny bit of blue. I don't know if you can see that. Right at the top, that egg shape is beautiful. I love that it's kind of cut open so you can see through it. It's almost like a Fabergé egg. Beautiful. And then I love the antique look of this brass next to this. Beautiful, kind of a gray-blue bead. Look at this green color. That is mesmerizing. Wow. Beautiful boho bead. Look at the crystal next to that. Oh, I can't get over these enamel beads. And you get 3 of them. Nile River. Man, oh man, oh man. I think so far that's my favorite. I was going to say the India one, and it is, well, all of them are gorgeous, but this is just screaming my name. That is, oh man. Beautiful. I love their strands so much. Oh, this is, oh my gosh. You guys, it's such a beautiful box. Look at this. Hawaiian Islands. Is that happy or what? First of all, you got this turquoise that looks like that water around the islands, doesn't it? This almost looks, see this bead right up here? Looks like a little crown. It almost looks like the top of a pineapple, doesn't it? How the leaves look. Cute little fiber optic heart bead. I love this little iridescent round bead. And these boho beads are something else. Wow. Oh, I love those. And then look, it's like a bead cap out of fiber optic beads. That peach. And then it's got one on top of it. I love that layered look. Then you got a tiny little copper bead inside there. Another stunning boho bead with an opalescent, it's almost like mother of pearl look. More spacer beads, another big crystal. I can't get enough of this bead. Oh my word. Oh, that is so, so pretty. Wow. Pink and green again, but with more white. I mean, the combination of, you know, tints, tones, hues, shades is endless. The sparkle on those is just, oh my word. I feel like I have buried treasure. This is gorgeous. Here is some leather cord. I like that leather cord. I don't do enough with leather, but I will play with it for sure. This will go great with a lot of these. It's kind of a maybe olive color, but it's very subdued, but I think it'll go nicely. Chainmail rings. I can always use chainmail. I can always use jump rings. Always. Here is some chain. Kind of an antique looking chain. Let's see if... Sometimes they trick me in how they how they wrap this stuff. It's like, oh, challenge of the day. How do you get that open? But they do wrap everything really nicely, which I do appreciate. You don't want anything damaged before you can play with it. But what I love about this, there's some texture on some of these links. First of all, I like the shape. And I love that there's a variation in the texture. It's a very nice weight. Let's see, how much do we get here? Looks like 12, about 18 inches. So a nice amount. You could do bracelets with it. It's going to look nice with the leather, would be cool with it. And you've got some of these antique looking, this is a stunner. Isn't that pretty? But you could also use the India beads, the Jaipur. I think that's what that said. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Even these, I just can't get over these strands. Ugh. The tencha beads are so pretty too. I don't know. I don't know if I can say, oh yeah, here's some more of these. Here's some more of our Dakota stones that came apart. At least we, they couldn't go too far. There's some more of those. Let's see. Oh, we have more little findings in here. I'm not going to pull them out because they'll go flying. But it looks like a lobster claw and some cord ends for our leather. Well, maybe I do need to open them because I don't know if any of you, some of you might not be familiar with, a lot of people just tie, you know, leather cord, but there's also findings, especially for, you have to get the right size, I think, but I'm sure that they gave us the right size. But if you ever do buy leather on your own and you want a findings for the end, so these findings for the cord, you literally put the cord inside here, and then you use your, here's your loop, you know, to attach your lobster claw clasp or whatever you're gonna close it up with, toggle clasp. And this little center section, you're gonna press in with your flat nose pliers to kind of give it a pinch, kind of like a built-in crimp bead. And as you can see, this leather, I think it said it was 1 millimeter. Yeah, so it's very, very thin. So let me pull this out so you can see what I'm talking about. Those of you, and don't be intimidated by buying leather. I really do need to invest in more leather because it is a very nice, first of all, this Leather Cord USA, which Jesse James Beads is carrying a lot more on their website, is so supple. It comes in a myriad of colors. And so you literally, you take your little guy like this and you slide your cord in that way. And then you smish it. And probably, this is blunt, but you would cut maybe a little point so you can get it in there. And I don't think it's necessary to glue. Some people glue. This is a pretty tiny space to try to squirt some glue in. You could try to put a little tiny bit of glue in there if you're not comfortable, but I think once you smish it, it stays pretty secure. That's how you do that. I'm just gonna look through here for my other beads, because I know there's some other little ones that came out of that. Yeah, here's some little gold spacers. Doesn't happen often where you have something that came apart, but sometimes, you know, it's just the way it is sometimes. I think that was everything. I will double check later, but so now we have more of our spacers for our, these stones are beautiful. So let's just take another little walk through of some of these. I love these. Those are so pretty, and you can't feel them on camera obviously, but I'm telling you, they're super smooth. Like, these have been polished. You can tell by the luster, but it's almost like a worry stone. You know, it's very soothing. It's very tactile that way. And I love these square beads. I mean, the rectangle beads. I've always liked that shape. And this is just beautiful. I can't get over the colors in that. Dakota stones, very, very nice. And then these boho beads with it. So pretty. And then, of course, Rio with all the wild colors. Beautiful. I love the iridescence in these beads. something very magical about the Aurora Borealis finish on things. It's almost like looking at a kaleidoscope in a way, or a prism. Very mesmerizing. And then this is just so pretty. I think of the beautiful saris that you see on Indian women, the beautiful fabric. These colors just kind of feel that way to me. And they're just so feminine and subtle, but yet so elegant. And rose gold would be really pretty with this as well, if you have rose gold findings. So gorgeous. I just love it. And then, of course, lots of metal. Who doesn't love a good metal spacer bead? And it's always nice to get some that are so ornate, that really speak for themselves. And this is a nice heavy strand. And then Hawaii. Love it. I just love it. Again, with the iridescence. The boho beads are so fantastical. It's like a boho fantasy. And my favorite, I think this is my favorite. It's just deep mysterious colors. And these beads, these enamel beads are just stunning. And I love the blue and the green together. So analogous colors, right? These are next to each other on the color wheel. So we have analogous colors. We have opposites, so complementary, more complementary. You could almost say rainbow with these, right? You got lots of colors going on, but most of it, I would say, is in the cool family. And there's an argument to be made that this would probably be more of an analogous color scheme, even though there's lots of colors in there. And you got your beautiful silver beads that'll go with a lot. And then stunning purples and fuchsias, also very analogous color scheme, but also complementary when you take into account the metal. But you know me, I like to mix metals, so I like that there's silver in there too. And the silver kind of picks up the pearl in that little guy. So what a very cool mystery box. I love the theme. Stranded, and it's all strands. So no coincidence there. You've got things from all over the world, which is very cool. Where did your beads take you? I love it. If you're going to be stranded, I would say this is the way to go. Just FYI. I hope none of you get stranded ever, but if you do it this way. Oh, so nice. So yeah, stay tuned for, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a color theory class. We haven't done cool colors in the analogous color schemes yet, so we'll see. We got Jesse James thinking for us on these, which like I said, they know what they're doing when they mix colors and they mix textures and shapes, and I mean, they're the masters. You cannot find, there are big box stores that try to do this. We all know who they are. Nothing against them. There's nothing wrong with what they do, but they don't have the panache that Jesse James Beads does. Not by a long shot. These are gorgeous. Can't wait to play. So how exciting. I got to do an unboxing right after a video. And tomorrow we've got Tutorial Tuesday. Y'all might be sick of me by the end of the week. I hope not. But, you know, if you need a break from me, I get it. You can watch later. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you because when I saw it in my mailbox, I got very excited. And I did not want to waste any time getting it open and showing it off and letting you see it, such as the eye candy that it is. And I thank you so much for subscribing. If you are not in my Facebook group, check it out, Marcie Creates. We're doing lots of color theory things right now, and everybody's posting gorgeous pictures of their jewelry. You can also check me out on Pinterest for inspirational ideas if you're stuck, more color theory and more color combinations. If you're not comfortable with the Facebook group, then you can follow me over on Pinterest, and follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I'm also on Instagram. So I will link all those spots in my description. If you're interested in this mystery box, I will also give you a link for Jesse James Beads for their magical mystery box. I think it's so worth it. Every month it is a stunning combination of beads that is so inspiring. Great launching off points, and I can't say enough about it. And with that, I'm going to say good evening and be safe. Take care of yourselves and your families. Let's continue to pray for some world peace. And I'm going to hope to get stranded this week on some of this fun stuff. So glad we have a holiday coming up. I have an extra day to bead. Woohoo! Take care of your sweet selves. I'll see you soon. Bye.